Alright streamers, I'm Jord. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 7 till 10 PM British Summer Time over on twitch.tv/LXP, where we talk all things growing your Twitch and occasionally play games. Brand names are often overlooked, like a lot of people strive for a fantastic looking banner and a cool logo, but don't really pay much attention to their name. If you're wanting to pop in the Twitch scene, your name is vitally important. I am going to give you the formula you need to create your ideal and attractive Twitch brand name. A question I get asked a lot as a new streamer is, where do I get my channel name from? And I understand the confusion. Like, it's not like my name is from a TV character I like or the name of my first pet. To figure out where my name comes from, we have to step back all the way to 2012 when I first got Xbox Live. I was in secondary school and everyone did them weird clan things on Xbox, like you remember those? Some examples would be Shift, Nitro, Lethal. So I pretty much just had to pick a cool name out of the three, so I chose Lethal. The second requirement was to include that little X that separates your suffix with the chosen clan tag. So now I had to choose a relevant suffix that was cool and made me look hard in front of my mates, because that's what was important back then. I decided to go with the Predator one because I played Modern Warfare 2 like all good 12-year-olds, and I was so rubbish at it. I could never make it past the Predator missile kill streak, and for those of you who are familiar with Call of Duty, it was a shameful 5 kills. That being said, I got pretty good at getting kills with the Predator missile, so I decided it was fitting to use as an intimidating gamer tag. Moving on, the masterpiece that I came up with was Lethal X Predator. Yes, I spelled lethal wrong and also changed some key vowels for numbers to add to the coolness factor. At the moment, this is still nothing like LXP, which we will get to. As a 13-year-old, I lived under this name for 2 years, managing to rack up an average view count of 20 to 30 viewers, 2,500 followers on Twitch, streaming purely on console with the aim of building viewer relationships and just having a good time. I'd say it went pretty well. After life inevitably got in the way, streaming every day was just no longer possible, and I quit the industry shortly after. The dream never died for me though, which is why this video exists. As I moved on from Twitch, I decided that Lethal X Predator just wasn't going to cut it anymore. I mean, it was really embarrassing to say out loud or just, to even write down. This is because the whole clan tag thing just wasn't in anymore and was just seen as clunky and hard to read. In fact, the trend just took an opposite turn completely, meaning the simpler name the better. As most obsessive gamers, I moved away from console as I learned about the possibilities that a PC gave you, and I knew that games that I wanted to play were exclusive to PC anyway. So I got a new gaming rig, £300 laptop, 4 GB of RAM and 200 GB of storage, featuring a state-of-the-art Intel i3 processor. Yeah, I was ready to begin streaming again, but this time on PC, and to my surprise, it was horrendous. Like, low frames, stuttering, computer overheating brand new out of the box. It was just dreadful. Then I quit Twitch for a second time, purely because I didn't have the resources. Fast forward 3 years and I'm back with a full-time occupation and an actual gamer/streamer rig, and the specs will be down in the description for that. So I take my name Lethal X Predator and shrink it down to LXP, and then LXP the same way that you see it on the channel. This was inspired by a World Championship Rocket League player called NRG Justin, who very cleverly branded his social media using his real name, and he just stripped the vowels out. I did something similar but decided to spell my name out the same way that you spell out dinosaur names phonetically in a children's book. This name has climbed through the ages with me right from my first Xbox Live name, taking on new adaptations as I grow with social media. Now I'm going to show you how you can pick a relevant Twitch or any social media name and give you some examples of some friends who have took on this advice as well. First, my friend Eric, who used to go by the name of Dragonfire KO, which at the time was pretty cool but fell into the same trap my name did and was in need of a dire upgrade. Eric is an American with a Polish family background, and his Polish side is really important to him, so he decided to just go with Polski, short and sweet and exactly what you want out of a brand. Polski literally means Polish in Polish. That definitely wouldn't work in English, but it works in Polish in my opinion. My other friend Corey, who used to go by the name ReaperCage263, changed his name to just Cage. This is because Reaper Cage was just too long to call out in a pinch in comms, so we just called him Cage anyway. This led him to later changing his brand to just Cage, which is clear, concise and to the point. You're probably noticing a pattern, which is you start with a big name and then you focus on the more prominent part of the name and just crop out the rest. Given my examples, it's finally time to reveal my Twitch name formula. Start with a big name, shrink it down. This is much easier than coming up with a relatable small name, and this will really help you when you're trying to figure out what your brand is and how you sell it to people. Oh, and by sell it, I mean not with currency, I mean with exposure, but we'll save that for another video. Sometimes completely rebranding is okay. If you can't seem to make your name shorter, then maybe try a new name. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just start fresh. You really want to avoid numbers and random symbols. You've got to keep it neat. You want to sell that as a content creator you are both tidy and pay great attention to detail when producing your content. If you have random symbols and numbers in your name, you could come across as wacky and messy, unless that is the tone that you're trying to set. 5 to 12 characters is your target. You really don't want to be going over this, as you run the risk of your name becoming difficult to read or just look at. Try to avoid names that relate to other games or that just sound cool. Gone are the days where words like nebula or ball or tsunami attract attention. Keep it personal. In addition, you really want to try and focus the name on something that you are passionate about. It really helps you as a content creator if you can speak of your brand from the heart. So that's everything. Now hopefully you can go out there and come up with your perfect brand names. And if there's any more specific guide content that you streamers would like to see from me, then let me know down in the comments. Just a reminder before we close off, I stream Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 7 till 10 PM British Summer Time over on twitch.tv/LXP. I'll hope to see you there, and remember, think basic, not complicated.